It's 6 a.m. here and 12 p.m. in Nigeria. Yes, I haven't slept all night because I know someone won't go home alive to their loved ones.
Nigeria's president has called for calm and understanding after protests against police brutality turned violent on Tuesday evening, with soldiers reportedly opening fire on demonstrators in the country's biggest city, Lagos. There are reports at least 20 people have been killed. Now, hundreds of people, some reports say 1,000, had gathered in this wealthy suburb of Lekki in defiance of an indefinite curfew imposed hours earlier by the authorities. The alleged shooting took place at the lekkitollgate in the south of the city. And let's show you some of the latest pictures that we have been getting in. You can see here protesters running to take shelter amid the sound of gunfire, which reportedly went on for an hour or so.
Let's take a moment of silence for all the brave Nigerians who have lost their lives as a result of brutality from law enforcement agencies and as a result of poor governance. A lot of you have been asking me about EndSARS protests, and I feel it's high time we talk about it, especially Nigerians in diaspora. Yeah, you may be far away from home and you feel you are helpless, you can't do anything. Most likely you're in countries where you can't even protest or do anything about the situation. But that's not entirely true. I think it's high time we start talking about this thing, telling people, educating people about the evil and poverty and hardship and mismaltreatment that has been going on in Nigeria. I want a Nigeria where I can go back to and be proud of. I want a Nigeria where my children can grow and live safe and be happy. Not a Nigeria which is in chaos and things keep going bad and worse as time goes. SARS is or was a division of the security agency which they help in combating crime. When they were formed somewhere between the 90s, they did pretty well combating crime, not until some greedy people, selfish and heartless individuals took advantage of the power which they've been given to them, killing, molesting innocent Nigerians. It got so bad that a young Nigerian is believed not to be able to own anything nice, use good phones, or live in good houses, or even own a car. Most of these young people have been molested and harassed. Even some lost their life as a result of this harsh brutality. The EndSARS protests were young people, Nigerians, who got fed up of these activities and decided to put a stop to it, asking their leaders or our leaders to end this killing, to end this injustice. The government tried to negotiate or provided solutions, which they created another team which they call the SWAT. And Nigerians didn't really believe because the leaders are used to telling lies. They say they're going to do this and they end up not doing what they say they're going to do. So the people felt this is one of the strategies which they've been employing over the years to numb the voices of the people. So they wanted more. They wanted actions, long-lasting actions, and really actions that is going to stand. Which, if you think about it, it doesn't really make sense. You create a division, a new division, which is most likely made up of people from the old division. And these same people which have been carrying out these evil deeds will simply move in here and continue carrying out the same wickedness they've been perpetuating over the years. So these peaceful protesters were demanding that All those who have committed crimes or violation to human rights should be prosecuted. And this is a just call which the government or the leaders are supposed to listen to and provide temporal or short-term actions or long-term actions to give the citizens confidence that we have your interest best at heart and we are willing to take necessary actions to make sure that this country is safe for everyone. But we could see from the shootings at Lagos Lekki toll gate, where we saw live streams, live feeds of innocent Nigerians in pool of blood being shot by the military or men in military attire, because the military deny that they gave the order for the killing or shooting of innocent Nigerians. It's so heavy for me to address this situation because I have families in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Enugu, all over Nigeria, friends, loved ones, colleagues, classmates, and stuff like that. And being in a country where you're not safe at any point in time, you feel your life is threatened. No good or basic infrastructures, poor road, poverty. I think it's high time these issues be addressed and addressed the proper way. I do not support violence, and those people who are hijacking this peaceful protest for personal gains or because you've been paid little money to harm your fellow Nigerians who mean well and are fighting for you too, you should check your conscience, because God is going to judge each and every one of us. So please, let's talk about this thing. Let's educate people about this. The world is watching, so that those people who can address this situation or call our leaders to order can step in, because the violence and the killing is way too much. No good government, no leaders in their right senses will send in heavy military force to kill their own citizen. No government, no leader with their right senses. Instead of building a nation, we are destroying what we have. So far, Nigerians have tried to put themselves together despite the hardship, despite the suffering which is going on there. I myself have been a victim of molestation by security agencies. Last year when I went home for my dad's funeral, I and my younger brother were driving to the village when we got pulled over by some security men. They asked for particulars of the car and our identification, which we provided and everything checked in. When we were about to leave, this other security man was shouting that we were fraudsters, and his reason was because why or how can we own such a car? And when we were about to leave, because we are cleared by the other security man who pulled us over, the other security man who was calling us fraudsters actually cocked his gun and was about to fire. And I fear for my life during that short few seconds which this transpired. What if he did shoot? And there are people who have recorded or who claim that they've been shot at. There are people who have lost loved ones as a result of this. So this threat is real. Let's talk about this thing. Let's educate people. Let's keep demanding and asking that our leaders are accountable and they stop looting and relooting the national funds, the nation's fund, and provide a peaceful, safe Nigeria for us all. Let's say no to violence. Let's say no to brutality. And please, 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 safety first. We need to stay alive to be able to create change. So guys, let's try to stay safe while we protest peacefully. And for everyone that has evil intention, sabotaging this protest, God is watching you, and you will get your own fair share of judgment. Let's share the word and make Nigeria great again. Thank you.